What's up, guys, and welcome back to the channel. And today we have an Edison format deck profile. And today we make the creator really good. Alright guys, so like I said in the opener, we are going to make the creator really good. So to make this work, we need to get him out of the graveyard, get him banished, and bring him back and start utilizing that return effect. So starting off, we have one of the big boss monsters of the deck, 3 Archlord Christia. So with him, he's going to make it so neither player can special summon monsters, which sounds a little counterproductive with us trying to get the creator out. But we get the creator out, then we try and get Christia out. Then our opponent can special summon. Neither can we, but at least we have some pretty high-powered attack monster beaters to really beat down our opponent. So Archlord Christia, we want to try and get that into the graveyard, or even get it banished for some of the cards that we have in this deck. But yeah, Christia's one of the big boss monsters for this deck. Moving on, we have the big bad creator daddy himself, the creator. So he cannot be special summoned from the graveyard. Loopholes. So what we're going to do is get the creator banished and then bring him back that way. So there's a little bit of a loophole for you. But yeah, so creator coming back from being banished makes him pretty busted, which honestly probably makes him the best we've ever seen the creator function in a deck. Moving on to our other big powerhouse in the deck, and that's the Guardian of Order. If you got 2 or more light monsters on the field, you can special summon him. You can only control 1 per turn, so you're kind of limited, but that's okay. We do have some trade-ins as well, too, for the level 8s that we have in here, just to discard and get a little bit more of a draw power. Since all of our monsters are light, we have 2 copies of Honest, just in case something happens. You always want to have that reassurance of the beautiful angel himself, giving you that extra attack power to make sure that your guys are safe. Now, the coolest guy to be playing in this deck, we are playing Freed the Brave Wanderer, and not just one, we are playing 2 Freeds. So with him, once per turn, you can move from play 2 light monsters in my graveyard to destroy 1 face-up monster on the field with higher attack than this card. Well, that's one of the cards that's going to help us get Creator, Christia, any of our big boss monsters out of the graveyard and get them banished. Not only that, helps destroy some monsters on the field as well, too. So it's a 2-for-1 with this guy. So Freed is one of the big cards, despite not being too big of a guy himself, in the deck that makes it flow a little bit better. Which another one as well, we're playing 3 copies of Soul of Purity and Light, a classic one from Labyrinth and Nightmare. But to special summon this, you have to remove 2 light monsters from the graveyard. So another way to get the creator and Christia out of the graveyard, get them special summoned by our spell cards, trap cards, whatever kind of mechanic that we're using to get them back. So pretty good. Not only that, decrease the attack of all monsters our opponent's side of the field by 300 points during their battle phase. So help kind of save us a little bit more from losing life points, which is always a nice thing if you're not losing life points, right? Moving on to our 2 one-ofs. Card Trooper, just to help us mill a little bit more, and DD Warrior Lady. This is one that we're starting to see a little bit more play in Edison format. It's just good for removal. Usually when people attack to a face down, they think they're going into a Raikou. Not this time. It's DD Warrior Lady, and now your monster is banished. And you're screwed. So, DD Warrior Lady for the win. Moving on, we have our big engine of the deck that kind of helps get things moving. And that's going to be our 1 Lumina, our 1 Lila, our 1 Jane, our 1 Wolf, our 3 Raikou. We're going to have 3 Solar Recharge, then our 1 Charge of the Light Brigade. I mean, all the light sworns are light anyway, so it kind of fits within the realm of what we're doing here. Not only that, they help us mill and send things to the graveyard to kind of help catapult our big plays. Get them all lubed up and going. So light sworns definitely help fit within this deck. Moving into our spells, we have 3 copies of Trade-In, a little bit more draw power. Something that we definitely need in here. We also play 1 copy of Divine Sword Phoenix Blade. So just help kind of banish off the Freeds. You know, try and get them back a little bit quicker with our trap card that we have in here. Or 3 copies of this card as well. DDR, Different Dimension Reincarnation. So discard 1 card, target one of our banished monsters, and special summon in an attack position. So pretty solid. It's like a premature burial, but from the banished pile. So we'll take it, because that's how we're going to be getting back our creator. So then creator can bring back anything from our graveyard, and then we can win and beat down our opponent in a way that they never saw coming. Because who's ever expecting the creator? Moving on to our one-ofs for spells. So we're going to be playing the obvious Heavy Storm. It's a good spell card. We have to. We have to. Reinforcement of the army so we can get to our Freed a little bit quicker. And then Brain Control as well, too. Moving on to our traps, which we only have 2 of. So we have our Mirror Force, obviously. It's just good to play. And then we have our Return from the Different Dimension, which is, again, going to help bring back the creator when he gets banished. So, unfortunately, we do have to pay half our life points to play that, but it's a small price to pay to completely decimate our opponent. Moving on, we do have an extra deck. We don't run any tuners or anything like that, but in case we do run into a problem, we can always side in whoever. Now, I don't have a stereotypical side deck for this particular deck. If I did, I'd probably switch a few things around the extra deck as well, too. Put in like a Chimera attack and put in a Cyber Dragon as well, too, on the side deck. But here's what we got. It's pretty basic. We're just going to have a copy of Mistworm. We have 2 Stardust, 2 Red Dragon Archfiends, an Armory Arm, Colossal Fighter, Black Rose Dragon, Blackwing Armor Master, the good boy, Iron Chain Dragon, Arcanite Magician, Ally of Justice Catastor, Brio, Goyo Guardian, and a Magical Android as well too. But like I said, that's just a very generic extra deck that we have for this deck in case we ever get in any kind of a situation in game 2 or 3. So I'm doing a match, I'm going to have a side deck for this deck. You can guarantee that. Probably put in like Plague Spreader or, yeah, probably him. So there you have it. That is our Christia Creator Banishing Turbo Fun Cool Deck thing. Yeah. Leave your thoughts down below. It's a random deck. I think it's amazing. It's one that I saw E3 playing a lot on his channel. He's got a whole video about it. And it's one that I thought was really cool because it's the creator and we don't get to see him play it a whole lot, like, ever. I think I tried to put him into my deck when I was like 8 years old or something when Rise of Destiny came out. So, pretty cool to be able to play him again now and to actually be able to function with him in a deck. So leave your thoughts down below. Let me know what you guys think about this deck. It's cool. It's fun. I definitely recommend trying it out on Dueling Book or whatever. Be sure to check out the links down below if you guys want any kind of Edison cards, GOAT cards, modern day cards, Yu-Gi-Oh, Pokemon, Magic, Flesh and Blood, whatever you want. Be sure to use that TG player link down below. Check rpkgaming.com as well too. We will see you guys on the next one. Goodbye. Mwah. And good night. So the whole point of this deck... Fuck.